morning, guys. It's Julie, and I'm here with Moose, a 7-month-old shepherd mix. And what we're doing right now is what some people would call drills, but it's also just a way that we get reps in. I can get reps of send to place. I can get reps of his newly learned down command. I can get reps of recall, and I can just get a feel of where he's at in his training. And it lets me see if there's any moments of confusion, and we can work on that. We're also going to be working on recall from the place bed to me. And this is all things that, yes, we're doing it in a drill setting now, but once he goes home, his family's going to be using it practically. How useful is it to have a dog who understands to be called from one room to the other, to be told to go on a bed, and he actually goes on and lays down and relaxes, and he doesn't break until he's told to do so or called off, and just in general, a dog who listens. So here we go. I'm going to show you how we do this. So one pattern, and this is also the easiest pattern, of what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be recalling Moose from this place bed to this place bed. This is the easiest way to get the dog from one end of the room or a place bed to another place bed. I'm going to use my recall word, which is C-O-M-E. I'm going to be tapping the tone button, and then I'm going to be praising, and then I'm going to give him direction to get on, place, and then lay down, and then that's the end of the sequence. Let's see how he does. So he's already looking at me. I do not need to use his name. I don't want to overuse his name, and I don't want his name to start to mean different commands. So if he's already looking at me, I don't need to use his name. Come, good boy, place, good, down, good boy. And that is the sequence. It looks really easy, but it's just a recall to place, and then down, and then stay. If he was having trouble with that, I would have started with the long line, but this guy's really smart. Okay, another pattern that we want him to get used to is skipping the recall word altogether, and I'm just going to be using my pointed finger and saying place, and then I'll use the tone to get him moving if needed. This is just a natural thing that owners and most regular people do, is just point to a bed and tell their dog to go on it. So we want to try to simplify the process. Moose, place. Beep to get him going. Good boy. My finger's there for the answer. Good. Down. Good boy. So that was a really good example of how I used his name. He looked up at me and said, yes, Julie, and then I directed him. Good boy. Okay, now the third thing is going to be recall without a place bed to go to. This is challenging because look at all the options. We have dogs who try to go behind us. We have dogs who come to us and then veer off again because there's no target. So what I'm going to be doing is recalling him to me and then directing him into a sit or a down. Come. Good boy. Come. Sit. And that's a good example of just me removing the place bed caused him to make a mistake. He went straight over there. But look how I got it back on track. I repeated the command, I tapped, and now I've got his full attention. And from here, he's like, what do I do? And I can get another down rep in. Down, click. Good. That was a beautiful moment because he thought about going over to this chair. But the click on the collar, he second guessed and said, oh, I know that word. That means lay down. Good boy. Give him a pet for that. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for understanding and understanding what to do, especially when they've made a mistake. Place. Good boy. Building confidence in all these commands. Very nice. Now, this is the interesting thing, and this is what keeps the sessions interesting for me. I'm going to repeat the exact same pattern. Do you think he's going to make the same mistake and go over there? Or do you think he's going to come in a straight line and sit right here since he knows I'm going to follow through and hold him accountable? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Come. Good boy. Sit. Very nice. No mistake made. Very nice. Down. Click. Down. Good. So that's the pattern. I ask him, he says no, basically. I clicked, my number was at, I think it was at a 9. It's hard to see. And then I repeated the command and he lays down and fully commits. So right now he's learning that we are going to follow through. We are going to hold you accountable for your known commands. But this is how you get a dog who just listens without questioning anything. Break. Good boy. High five.